Dominik Mysterio is seemingly having a fallout with the Judgment Day and Liv Morgan on WWE Raw. Dirty Dom tried to reconcile with Rhea Ripley on Raw's Netflix premiere after Liv Morgan lost her Women's World Championship. His actions earned him Liv's wrath. Meanwhile, he hasn't had the best time working alongside Finn Balor in Judgment Day. In the latest edition of Raw, Chad Gable came to Dom for advice. The American-made leader passed him a note to help solve his luchador problem. Dominik Mysterio told his faction mates not to worry, but it looks like a new alliance has been formed. Chad Gable has led some notable factions recently. He built the Alpha Academy, which gave Otis Akira Tozawa and Maxine Dupree a boost. Gable is currently working with the Creed brothers as part of American Made to give the two young stars the spotlight. Approaching Dominik Mysterio could mean that he has something in mind for the former NXT North American champion. Gable could also help Dominic whenever needed and invite him to join his faction. The Judgment Day member could ultimately ditch his current group and Liv Morgan to join Chad Gable's American Made. Finn Balor and J.D. McDonough originally planned to get their rematch against the War Raiders for the World Tag Team titles on next week's episode of WWE Raw. However, Balor isn't 100% after his match against Damian Priest. Dominik Mysterio volunteered to take the Prince's place in the contest and represent Judgment Day. Dirty Dom could have something up his sleeve, as he doesn't want Judgment Day to worry about Chad Gable. The heel could gain even more heat on next week's Raw by attacking McDonough during the contest and leaving him to take the pin from the War Raiders. His actions could potentially turn members of Judgment Day into babyfaces while making Dominik Mysterio an even bigger heel. Malachi Black had a good run in WWE NXT under Triple H, but his time on the main roster wasn't too great. He is currently working in AEW, but could move to WWE to work alongside his wife, Zelina Vega, again soon. Chad Gable's recent actions may have teased Black's WWE return. He mentioned that he was about to master the dark arts of lucha libre. The statement may have been a reference to Malachi Black and Zelina Vega's dark arts gym pro wrestling school. WWE fans could see Dominik Mysterio go on a hiatus to master the art of lucha libre, following which he could return with a new attitude alongside Malachi Black. Their return could come close to WrestleMania 41. Where they could ignite a rivalry with Finn Balor and J.D. McDonough. It would be great to see the two sides collide at the show of shows before Black and Mysterio add more members to their dark faction. The world of WWE thrives on moments of shocking betrayal, unexpected alliances, and the constant evolution of its characters. Dominik Mysterio's journey into darkness by aligning with the Judgment Day delivered all of these elements in full force. The betrayal of his father, Rey Mysterio, shook the WWE Universe. But it wasn't just the family rift that left fans reeling. Dominik's fallout with Liv Morgan, his former friend and ally, also added layers of intrigue. With the dust still settling, here are three compelling paths WWE could take for the rising star known as Dirty Dom as he charts a sinister new course on Raw. The first and most straightforward path for Dominik is a complete immersion into the Judgment Day's dark philosophy. Under the tutelage of Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, and Damian Priest, Dominik has the chance to evolve from a timid rookie into a ruthless enforcer. This storyline could explore the psychological transformation that comes with embracing darkness. In this role, Dominik could begin targeting established babyfaces who represent the ideals his father stands for: honor, respect, and tradition. Feuds with competitors like Ricochet or Johnny Gargano would offer a chance to showcase Dominic's growth in the ring. The Judgment Day's influence would allow him to rely less on flashy moves and more on aggressive tactics, mirroring the faction's brutal style. Imagine Dominic using sinister mind games to manipulate his opponents, creating a reputation as a cunning villain willing to do whatever it takes to win. Additionally, Dominic's partnership with Rhea Ripley could deepen. Their chemistry already captivates audiences, and WWE could capitalize on their dynamic with mixed tag team matches. Rhea's role as a dominant force alongside Dominic could redefine their duo as one of the most feared alliances in WWE. Together, they could challenge high-profile rivals, establishing Dominic's credibility as a serious threat under the shadow of the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan's emotional journey in WWE is one of resilience, heartbreak, and redemption. Dominic's betrayal of Wwe mirrors the pain of his disloyalty to Liv, who had once been a supportive figure in his corner. Now a woman scorned, Liv Morgan's story could take a darker, more vengeful turn. In this scenario, Liv confronts her anger head-on, dedicating herself to taking down the Judgment Day and its newest recruit. This storyline would add emotional depth to her character, allowing her to tap into the raw passion that made her SmackDown Women's Championship run so compelling. She could find unexpected allies, perhaps even rekindling her partnership with former friends like Alexa Bliss, or forging a new alliance with Raquel Rodriguez to fight against the powerful faction. A series of confrontations between Liv and Dominic, mixed with interference from Ripley, would create dramatic moments. WWE could build to a high-stakes intergender match, where Liv seeks redemption by defeating Dominic. While intergender wrestling is rare in WWE, the intensity of this feud could make it a standout rivalry that pushes boundaries while highlighting Liv's toughness and Dominic's villainy. While Dominic's role as the newest member of the Judgment Day presents opportunities for growth, factions in WWE often experience internal power struggles. Dominic's inexperience could become a source of tension with other members, especially Damian Priest, whose imposing presence and leadership aspirations might clash with Dominic's eagerness to prove himself. This tension could lead to a subtle power play within the group, where Dominic begins to question the authority of Priest or even Finn Balor. Rhea Ripley's influence over Dominic could fuel this dynamic, as she subtly manipulates the group's hierarchy to protect her protege. WWE storytelling could weave a complex web of alliances and betrayals within the Judgment Day, culminating in a potential leadership shakeup. Dominic's ambition to rise within the faction could lead to a faction-splitting feud. Perhaps he aligns more closely with Ripley, while Priest and Balor grow frustrated with his perceived arrogance. WWE has a long history of factions imploding under the weight of internal discord. The Shield, Evolution, and the Wyatt family all succumb to power struggles. If the Judgment Day fractures, Dominic's role in its downfall would position him as a pivotal figure in one of Wwe's most intriguing faction arcs. No matter which direction WWE chooses, Dominik Mysterio's turn to darkness is already paying dividends. His character has become infinitely more layered and compelling since he shed his father's shadow. Now, as part of the Judgment Day, Dominic has the chance to establish his own identity, driven by betrayal, ambition, and newfound power.